And we're back with more Final Fantasy VI. New set of recordings and all that jazz. I got a new chair that I really like because it doesn't have the neck in the back, or the back of the neck, which really... The neck support things and those chairs have actually led to some on my neck when I stream, or when I just sit too long. This doesn't seem to have that problem. I'm able to kind of sit back and straighten up a bit more without feeling stiff after I'm done with stuff. So I should feel way better. Now that we're halfway through the game, and since there's a new set of recordings, I always like to take time to kind of refresh and say what's going on. And first thing I want to mention is that I just want to thank a couple people in particular who have kind of stuck with the first 30 videos or so to get to the halfway mark of this game. The big thanks to Redmond, who has left comments in almost every video, if not every video, throwing out some things that I have known, or expanding on some things that I mentioned in the videos in passing, or just things about how wonky the game is, but it's enjoyable. He mentioned this was his favorite game, and he's definitely showing it with all the support and being kind of the main driving force of viewership-wise. Another one is Tarval's Quest, who I've known for a while, but has always been a big supporter of me, and I've tried in kind to be a big supporter of his as well. Check out his channel if you haven't, because even better than me, because he has 3 or 4 people that help him out to make those videos. It makes it harder, and he has, well, more work and people that he deals with. So the fact that he does as many videos as he does, and does all the edits and shit, and does Twitch and all that, that's cool. So he's been able to pop in and out whenever he can, and that's been a big help. And of course, anybody else who's been watching and whatnot. I think my videos are, in general, have gotten more views since redoing this. I always felt when I started this I wasn't really getting any traction, and while it's not an amazing amount of people watching, it's still more than I ever got when I first did this. So that's a huge show of love from at least those specific people. And then anybody else who has been watching like the first couple of videos, or like mainly the Kefka ones or the Gaul ones, those are kind of the big ones so far. It really shows, and it really helps me. Because I do use this as an outlet for my streams, which honestly I don't really get to talk much about the game, other than, well, kind of bitching and sometimes, for instance, Kingdom Hearts, which I'm doing elsewhere. I sound like I'm bitching all the time, even though I am enjoying it. This game is pure enjoyment. Like, I am not having any problem with this, and this is one of those things. And that's what I hope with, like, this, it comes across as I'm not angry all the time. And that's something that this has really done, is cut down a lot of my anger. Because I think, for me, doing stuff on Twitch it's active, but it's also passive, and I'm a lot of dead time. When you're on this platform, you have to be active, you have to be doing things, and you have to be talking. And thankfully, this is a game that I can talk a ton about. And hopefully this sort of level of discussion and intrigue is what helps people. But that's that. Next thing is, going forward, again, we're doing Breath of Fire 4, Breath of Fire 3, Breath of Fire 4, Star Ocean 3, and Ys 8. That'll take us, what, a year? 2 years at the rate I'm going? I understand that, but the benefit is I was able to get in contact with somebody who may be able to help us out and get some flourish to the channel. She's been able to help me out with Twitch artwork, and I am hopeful that, it becomes a regular thing. So new thumbnails, yay! I'm really intrigued because she does some great artwork. She's Kirito-chan, I believe. Once I do thumbnail artwork, once I get those, I'll start posting those in links, and then, definitely check her out. She's good at what she does. I don't do artwork for crap. The most I've ever done was that sidebar, that red sidebar with the thing. The backdrop, I got somebody else to do, behind me. I was able to find stuff and get the spacey look. But the most I've ever done is black and red logos. I'm not an artist. So if I can say anything, is if you're trying to do this, if you're trying to start something, and if you don't have any artistic talent or whatever, get somebody to do it. Pay somebody. It's fostering a relationship, and if you get the right person or the right people, to do, because I've got one person who's been doing emotes for the channel and, did the logos first, and then I was able to get somebody to do the larger scale projects. Both of them are awesome. So Hero Risen and Kira both have saved my ass more than I would venture to guess, and it didn't cost me all that much money. So pay for good work if you can find it. Don't sell yourself short. But anyway, I'm in the world of Ruin for realsies, and I have a airship for realsies, and the first thing I'm going to do, and probably what this episode is because I spent a few minutes talking, my main goal is to get the main party together. I'm going to tell this right up front. There are going to be two people who are not going to be used at all, and it's probably going to be Setzer and Umaro. Mostly because I didn't use Strago and Realm the last time I played. I want to give them some reps. Anybody see that? It was a weird artifacting, I think. And I used a tent. Whatever. There was some weird artifacting in the graphics. Anyway, but yes, my main party is going to be Terra in front as our magic user, Mog as our utility player, Gaw as our utility player, and Shadow. So those four people are who I need to get first. So that means I have to go find them. The reason I'm getting Mog, you'll see in no time flat. Now, to be fair, Mog is useful all the time, and I use him every single playthrough. You'll see why. Will I abuse that? I don't know. I think I will try, because I am doing this on a different platform, I will try not abusing that right, but if I do, you'll know why. But let's go to Narsh first. And let's hope we don't die through it. Because this is a little bit harder of an area than you're supposed to be right now. These guys hit a bit hard, actually. Eh. So we're going to get experience. So yeah, the next set of episodes is just me getting the party that I want. I try to get at least 4 videos a session. I'm running... The cool thing is I'm running some extras. And that's good because that's like 3 or 4 episodes extra, so I got a full week in the can. So if something happens in my schedule, then we're good there. Hello, construction, getting that big pounding noise right in front of my window. Okay. Now, the thing with Narsh is everybody's doors are locked, so you need a thief to open the dogs, but that's not what we're here for yet. There's actually many, many things you can do in Narsh, but the first thing is getting a party member, and that's Mog. So yeah, if I'm distracted, it's because a big fucking pounding noise is coming through my window. I've noticed it doesn't really come across on my microphone because Rode Procasters are awesome. And because I'm talking. But still. Whenever you hear somebody on a YouTube video talk about construction, it's because they themselves are the ones hearing it, not the fact that it gets picked up on a microphone, unless it's a condenser microphone. But I've been over that 20 episodes ago, anyway. But yeah, construction and motorcycles and ambulances and police sirens are the bane of YouTube. the bane of content creation, I swear. Because you can do all you want, and then you think, oh, we're making content, we're in a little bubble, and nothing affects us, and we're all good. No. You get phone calls, you get life, you get things. I said this in the last time I made a video. It's like shit happens. But again, it's life. It happens, and... wait. So, Bismarck to... Let's see, Bismarck to Setzer. He's still got a +1 there. Okay, and I think... Yeah, because if I'm going to up the hill, which I need to go to later, I need to go through the mines. But if I go through here, I get what I want to get. It's just so fun. I've never shown off GP Rain, by the way. Since I'm probably not going to use Setzer, it might be a good thing to do. I hope it doesn't cost me a lot of money, but I mean, I'm going to get money. Let's do it. Let's freaking do it. I just want to show it off. Yeah, that hurts. So that hits everybody in the party. Good to know. It's getting colder. I'm getting sniffles. I'm sorry. But yeah, GP Rain does way more damage and is just straightforward compared to the other... Ooh! That's fun. Okay, where are we at in terms of learning things? She's getting warp soon. That's actually useful in this area. So everybody's actually getting the things they need, which is handy. So even if I don't use a character, they're still trying to learn a thing. I may spend time giving everybody every skill, I may not. The save... What happened to the save point? You jerk. Rasp? You jerk. Or Osmos, actually. Rasp takes it away, Osmos gives it back. But thankfully, they haven't been using any of the magic yet, so... I'm not using fire because I think the guys on top avoid fire? Mind shock. No, don't hit me. Don't hit me. Don't stop me. Don't... No! That's not good. Okay, so these guys hate fire. Good to know. Setzer vanished, and ooh, we learned all this fun stuff, yeah. So, really, the majority of the world of Ruin is all about finding friends, as one can imagine. It's not easy. But if you spend time doing it, you not only get your friends back, you get a lot of cool equipment, you get levels. Levels in this game weren't super important, but the HP you get is the survivability, because at this point it's all about survivability against most foes. And if you're doing a no Esper run, I was around level 45-ish last time I beat this. So I had like 2,000, 2,500 HP, somewhere around there. I had all the good equipment and all the good things, but everybody was kind of doing... Uh-oh. Yeah, see? That's a bad. We don't want that. Sabin, you gotta stop being dumb. Ah! Oh, he hit... Okay, good. He hit the wolves. Nice. And everybody, in general, gets, like, their own, like, killer move in the game. Because we're doing, what, 300 to 500 damage, give or take? That's not a lot. Not at all. But the longer you get in the game, those numbers will creep up, and it will do some damage, and it will be fun. Again, Celeste's thing is magic power, so if you want her to really do damage, you gotta use magic. But magic can really wreck some dudes. But you also want everybody to have access to certain things. Like if you're running in, because I'm running at faster speed in the game, you don't want to be in a situation where a person doesn't have a certain skill set. Because if they don't have a certain skill set, then you have to wait an extra 5 or 10 seconds to get a character to come around. Like Celeste would know pretty much everything because she's been in the party for so long. You know? But you can't rely on that. You're gonna mute the guy who uses punches. Good job. And again, the easy method of beating this game, the baby method, is just having Gaw use Rhinox and then everybody use Ultima. Like, you can't die. You know, and that's kind of one of the reasons I'm using Mog. So I'm not trying to do anything super special here. What? Why are you hitting me? Why are you here? I'm trying to find a guy who's going to help me do some things. So yeah, if you learn Ultima later in the game and you learn it with multiple people, you're basically saying to yourself, I don't want challenge. What's that? You know, but you could get stuff like some of Sabin's best moves, or you can... Like, Edgar is pretty much where he's gonna be. He's just gonna get stronger. Setzer is... There's better weapons, but... Yeah, Setzer and Edgar kind of are at the mercy of the weapons. Sabin gets way better skills, like, Strigger gets better magic. Like, everybody's dependent on, like, magic to get stronger. Some people get better skills. Some people just overall work good to begin with. Kupo! Kupo, you're alive! I thought you were feeding the worms, Kupo! Kupo, let's go! You know, we could use some Sasquatch muscle. Besides, he'd be helpless here without me. He's somewhere in the mines. Once we find him, I'll order him to join us. Now, do not be stupid and miss this. This, if you are any purveyor of old school RPGs, this is why I play this game to completion every single time, without frustration. Now, let's see if I can... Aha! Haha! Perfect. So we've got Mog. You want to know what Mog can do? Let's find out what Mog can do. So Setzer is, for all intents and purposes, Setzer is DOA now. I've decided he's not going to be used in the party, which I like Setzer as a character, but his usefulness is tied to his uniqueness in this slot mechanic, and I don't like that. But you can use GP Rain, but that's fine. His attacks are not great. So his usefulness is tied to shit mechanics, doing shit things and prepping things. And some people can abuse those mechanics, and some can't. I'm one of those people who really can't. So I'm not used to that. I don't like that, and it's not my thing. So I'm not gonna do that. But let me get all of his stuff. So let's see what I need him to do. Okay. I'm gonna use Dragoon Boots. Now Mog is still in the utility role, but eventually he'll just do jump. Mostly. But the Moogle Charm. Let's take that off again, just so I can show it. Just so I can get up really close to the camera once this happens, because Mog is the only person who can use this. Have I made it clear that I like this? Have I scared people away? Have I not mentioned how awesome this is? Check this out. Can I not be any more awesome about this? Look at this. Look at this. Do I have to explain anything? Do I have to explain why every game should have some form of this in existence? Like, let me do a wrap. Let me just do a lap around the world, okay? So yes, from here on out, if I wanted to, I could go into a dungeon and just get all the good treasures and fight all the main bosses and then just fight the bosses and leave and get my party and leave. That's my choice. You could go to Kefka's Tower, the end of the game, and get all the items until you're boss locked. Okay? You could just take Mog in there and raid the dungeon for the best equipment in the game. You don't have to fight anything. You don't need to fight anything. I can't stress this enough. Okay? I made 2 laps around that and I didn't have to fight anybody. So I can choose what to do now. What I am going to do is try my best to fight through, because Gaw needs the enemy reps to get the people in there. But now I have the choice. For the majority of the game, I have the choice, if I get annoyed, to turn them off and go where I want to go, do what I want to do. That is why Mog is integral to any party that you want. If you want to fight people, great, but I don't want to. So, from here on out, I have the choice to do what I want, when I want to do it, how I want to do it. We'll see you next time.